Welcome back. This next story is about the mixed emotions that come with medical conditions so frightening you fear death is constantly looming over your child's life.
Even though Wyatt is a cancer survivor, family courage comes with unavoidable fear. Even in this moment, a few seconds of sound celebrating medical success does not come close to erasing the months of cancer's torment. 3-year-old Wyatt Lafontaine jumps with joy. Though he's young, he knows the importance of this day. What he may not understand is the brave face his family wears on his behalf.
Cancer is a monster that's just waiting behind you to remind you, like, don't get excited. You know, don't be happy about this because I'm still here.
The deadly disease started lurking when Wyatt was just 10 months old. At first, they didn't know if it was pneumonia or cancer. The grim diagnosis confirmed infant acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
That moment was probably the worst moment of our lives.
It's aggressive and more difficult to treat at that age.
And so, unlike many of our other children who can be treated while being at home, he had to be treated in the hospital.
8 months. That's how long Wyatt lived at CHEO while receiving treatment.
He laughed and played and was always so excited to see the nurses. Where's Wyatt?
Peekaboo no longer played at home.
Wyatt, where are you?
This video captured between cycles of high-dose chemo.
Hey, show up.
A rare opportunity for him to be unhooked from his IV.
Hey.
But for every good day, the number of bad ones get multiplied.
Treatment was really awful. He had surgery to put a Broviac in his back, which is essentially a semi-permanent IV. And that was really hard on him. He swelled up. He never handled fluids well, so immediately you don't recognize your child physically. He went on high-dose steroids, so now you start to see your child change into a person you don't recognize.
As if that weren't enough, he also needed to be on a morphine drip to deal with the sores he developed in his mouth, and then got an infection that is known to be a killer on its own.
This infection, I looked into his eyes and I remember saying, like, you are not done. You are not going anywhere because I said so and I'm your mom. Because in that moment, I couldn't be emotional, I couldn't cry, because I had to be the one to tell him, like, this isn't over. You're strong and you will come through.
At times, the fevers were sky high.
You okay?
Coming in at 105 degrees, his body burning up as he fought for his life.
Half of the children make it through, and half, unfortunately, can relapse.
Knowing that gives Wyatt's parents survivor's guilt. Their long stay at the hospital means they've met children who never had the chance to ring the bell, or parents who never had the chance to see their own children smile when it was done. And now knowing they'll need CHEO less,
You did it!
I did!
comes with a different set of terror.
My stress levels and my anxiety are really high because I'm thinking the training wheels are gone. So now it's us. Yes. And they'll still be there in the background, but for so long they've been in the front line with us. They were there to administer medicine, to watch him when he was so sick, to hold my hand, to get me through the tough times.
Mom, can you go?
Conflicting emotions as moments like this become less frequent.
Good job! Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome. You all done?
I'm all done.
A confident toddler who couldn't get enough of sounding the alarm on his cancer-free status.
Gentle. You got lots of friends.
Wyatt is high-fiving his way to a fresh bill of health. And Patricia, it was such a happy day, so many celebratory moments, but I have to be transparent here and say, you know, when you talk to mom and see what they've gone through and how exhausting it was, we usually have really tough skin when it comes to these stories, but it's like, I may need a moment. I may need a break.
This was a tough one. Yeah, months and months in hospital like that, but then to see them get that moment is just so meaningful. And what a smile on Wyatt.
Oh,
What a
for sure.
sweetheart.
You leave the room, you know, we sat down one-on-one with mom, and you leave the room, and then you see this confident, personable, happy little boy, and automatically makes your day better.
Yeah, absolutely. All our best to Wyatt's family.
Yeah.